This is the Sphere 13 and welcome back to an episode of World of Warships. Now, I know it's not something I do all the time, much less I'm good at, but I put plenty of bad, well, I won't say bad, but decent World of Tanks videos up. And I figured, why not give a shot at World of Warships? Now, I wasn't there for the pre-alpha, well, I guess beta, alpha, pre-alpha. Basically, I got it shortly after everyone else did, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I would like to. And I think the main reason for that is it feels like no matter what I'm doing, and of course this is probably because I'm still learning how to play the game and whatnot, but it feels like no matter what I'm doing, I'm always doing it wrong. Such as when I'm in an American destroyer, I'll go slow around islands, I'll slow it down when I pop my smoke, fire from cover, fire from behind a smoke screen, not in it, but behind it, and it just doesn't work out well for me. Battleships are basically what it is, because yes, they're slow, yes, they're bulky, yes, they don't have the most accurate guns or the fastest firing, but because of the damage repair ability, it's forgiving to play. And that's why my New York here, yes, if you've looked back at my previous World of Warships, it's been like the New York, the Clemson, because it's forgiving. The gunboats, you don't have to think about, okay, at this range, shell's gonna do this. No, you just point and click. Big shell. Big ship. Go boom. That's basically all that you really have to think about in a battleship. Well, and I guess and lead, but who needs that, right? So I'm heading up north here because every time I've played this map, everything happens up north. If I head south, I'm all alone down there, and my teammates can't do much of anything. So that's a leading shot right there. I'm trying to figure out where in the world I can fire and just about guarantee a hit. Now, there's a kamikaze. Now, I know those things have very long torpedo ranges. So what I'm trying to do right now is speed right back up and get further into the turn. Get it to the point where if he had launched torpedoes at me, they're not going to go anywhere near me. And, oh, I believe that's a Marblehead. Well, I don't care who he is, he doesn't seem to be paying attention to where he's going. So, all I've really got to do now is just keep on turning, make sure I don't shoot this St. Louis. And I do believe he's about to hit a wall. Now, I fire where I think he's gonna hit, and he turns ever so slightly, and there you go, he's stopped. I hit the island in front of him, but again, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, there's my first kill. Now, I'm starting to look at this Wyoming over here. Again, big battleships don't tend to maneuver well. Which is why if a battleship assumes there's a destroyer in the area, he has to move ahead of time. So, firing shot, holding it. Looks like it's gonna hit. And I just start slowly firing the guns as they reload. Now I'm talking so slow because it's about a 30-second reload per turret. And now we've got, it looks like A and B. C at the north is being capped right now, meaning, and well, not only that, we haven't lost the ship, so we're pretty far ahead on points as far as I am concerned. Now, gonna try and fire over this mountain. Gonna cut it a little close because of how that Wyoming is angled. He's actually leaving my range of fire. And is it going to hit him? Ah, left, right, and front. Okay, so maybe a little too far forward, but the rest was all gun dispersion, meaning that was fairly well aimed. RNG just said no. And there is what's left of the enemy team down at the south, with very little left to do. Yes, there are ships down there that they could sink, but they're going to need to do a lot more than that to win this game. I mean, they're very low on points right now. They can't lose too many more ships before it's just game over, it's done, that's it. Now, thankfully, as I head towards the southern cap point, my allies that I had helped in the north just keep continuing the push and don't really fall apart, which is very helpful because the enemy team is going to start pushing with some force. Yes, those are full health ships over there, and yes, that is an AFK, I want to say Omaha. Okay, so not all those ships over there are full health. I just need to start getting into range over here and giving some at least long range support to my allies. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to get a lock on. This guy's got torpedoes heading in. I'll fire my front two turrets anyway. You never know. He might survive. And he does for a while. My shots are still coming in. And all around him. I'm starting to feel like this is nothing but a game of artillery. What, like in World of Tanks, you click the button to fire with artillery, and the shot could land within the same postcode, or it could land on the other side of the freaking planet. Now, this guy, you can tell by smokestacks, is either stopping or slowing down. Don't know why he would do that, but I really don't know. But, whoa, that was close. By the way, if a aircraft does fall from being shot down onto your ship, it will cause damage. I have seen that happen. And it is not, well, and it's quite funny, especially when they're on very low health. And it's a cruiser. And as kind of a diversion for dive bombers, the enemy CV screens in some fighters, and then all of a sudden a fighter gets shot down, lands on the cruiser, and that's the end of the cruiser's game. Interesting to see, not fun to watch. Much like my teammates ahead of me, just crumbling, and now I need to turn around. Because I'm pretty sure those, well, the cruiser could probably get his guns on me, which he already has. But the enemy battleship over there is probably stuck in the same situation I am. Guns pointed in roughly the same direction, just not well enough. But this is where the New York starts to shine, because that central turret only rotates towards the, it's not the bow, I want to say aft, which doesn't work well when chasing down enemy ships. It does work, however, when running away. And that cruiser probably figured I was going to be firing in, slowed right down, so I just aim at the same exact spot and fire again. Yes, it's only 2 shells, but it definitely could be a lot worse. And that enemy battleship is firing at the AFK Omaha. I'm not going to complain, because that just means I don't have to worry about return fire. And I get to just keep hammering away. And there I go, I take out, and I think that's an enemy in New York too, meaning I took out his central turret. He didn't lose much, he didn't gain much. Well, he probably lost something, but it wasn't much. That central turret is a pain to keep track of. And he's about to run into map border, meaning these shots should hit. Keyword is should. One of those hits. I need to aim a little further forward. So I'm basically trying to secure the win here. Because if I can sink that enemy battleship before they take out the Omaha, it's GG, that's game. But with that cruiser putting consistent fire in, it was only a matter of time. And now I'm the only thing left on this side of the map, except for the aircraft carrier, which they haven't spotted yet, to shoot at. That battleship's going into a turn, so I'm going to wait for him to straighten out a little bit. Get a rough estimate as to lead and open fire. Come on, come on, come on. And looks like it's good, and it goes short. Well, now I've got things to worry about because that cruiser that I was firing at earlier has now all of a sudden decided that he's gonna try and start to cap, meaning I need to get as many guns facing this direction as I possibly can, so that way when he comes around that corner, all I have to do is open fire. And I think about firing at that guy, but he's about to go outside of detection range, because he has the same detection range that I do. But I let loose a few shots hoping to hit, and there is that Japanese cruiser. Now I need to be careful because towards the rear end he's got torpedoes and he is sailing in a straight line. I'm not too worried because I'm sailing straight towards him, slowly but towards him. So I start to turn. I overlaid. I'm used to long distances, so I need to shorten it up. And he beaches himself. Now, those are some good hits, but not what I need. So he's had to have sent out torpedoes. Yes, there they are. But I turned ahead of time. I wasn't going to sail straight into him. And now I'm slowing down. I'm not too worried about the fire. I just need one more good hit, one more good shell, and I've ended the game. Come on. Come on, turrets. Oh, he's slowing down. And there you go. GG.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
And, well, that wasn't the greatest game of World of Warships. It's definitely been one of my better ones, simply for the fact that I didn't get immediately murdered by, I think it was a Congo. I hate Congos, at least, you know, when I'm in my American battleships, because they've got longer range than you, and they just pick you off at long range. But anyway, this has been the Deathsphere 13. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and share. It really does help out the channel. If you have a replay of your own, whether it be World of Warships or World of Tanks, down in the description is the email where you send them to. And if you haven't thought so of doing already, please subscribe. This has been the Deathsphere 13, signing off. Bye.